What do we understand by variation? Variation shows how one thing depends on another. There are four types of variation: direct variation, inverse variation, joint variation, and partial variation. What do we understand by direct variation? Direct variation is a mathematical relationship between two variables in which one variable is a constant multiple of the other variable. Today, we'll be looking into the direct variation. This is a question on direct variation that says if x varies directly as y and y is equals to 2, 1. Write the symbolic form for the variation. 2. Express x in terms of y and the constant k. 3. Find the value of x when y is equals to 4. The first thing that we are going to do here is to write the symbolic form for the variation, and it goes thus: x varies y. This is the symbolic representation of variation. The next thing is to introduce our constant k by changing this variation sign to equality sign. And why are we introducing our constant k? We are introducing our constant k to show the constant of proportionality between the two variables. So you are going to have x is equals to ky. Then you put it into bracket where k is constant. That is very good. It means we are done with the first expression. The next thing is for us to substitute the value that we are given, the first value that we are given, into this equation. And why are we substituting the first value that we are given into this equation? We are substituting the value for us to know the value of our constant k, to know the rate at which they are proportional. Our x here is equals to 6. 6 is equals to k times our 2 here, y is equals to 2. This and this, the relationship between them is multiplication. So you have 6 is equals to k times 2, and our 6 is equals to 2k. And mind you, we are looking for the value of the constant, so we are going to divide both sides by 2. So therefore we have 6 over 2 is equals to 2k over 2. The 2 that we have here, we cancel the 2 here. 2 here 1 and 2 here 3. So our constant k is equals to 3. Now we found the value of constant k. The next thing is to write the relationship between them by substituting the constant into the equation, that is the value of the constant into our equation. This equation, x is equals to ky, for us to know the relationship between them. X is equals to 3y. X is equals to 3y is the formula connecting x and y. With this, we have expressed x in terms of y and the constant k. The next thing is to find the value of x when y is equals to 4. And mind you, after finding the formula connecting the two variables, whatever you are being told to find, you always make use of your formula to find them. Now let's use our formula to find the value of x when y is equals to 4. We are using this formula to find the value of x when y is equals to 4. That is, substitute the value of y into this equation. You have x is equals to 3 times the value of y is 4. So therefore, x is equals to 12. Notice this equation is telling you that your left hand side is equals to your right hand side. The constant of proportionality there is 3. Let's look at the second question. A quantity z varies directly as the cube root of x. And mind you, variables can vary directly as any variable. It varies directly as the square of one variable, it varies directly as the square root of the other variable, it varies directly as the cube of the other variable. You have to take note of what the question says before you can interpret it. If Z is equals to 4 when x is equals to 8. The first thing that we are going to do is to write the symbolic representation of the equation. Z varies directly as the cube root of x. Let's introduce our constant k to know the rate at which they are proportional. Z is equals to k times cube root of x. You put it into bracket where k is constant. Next thing that we are going to do is to substitute the value of the first expression into our equation for us to know the rate at which they are proportional. Z 4 is equals to k times cube root of 8. 4 is equals to k times cube root of 8 is 2. 4 is equals to 2k. Let's find the value of k by dividing both sides by 2. Therefore, you have 4 over 2 is equals to 2k over 2. 2 here, we cancel the 2 that we have here. 2 here, 1, 2 here, 2. K is equals to 2. After getting the value of k equals to, we are going to substitute the value into this equation for us to create a relationship between them. You have z is equals to 2 times cube root of x. We are told to find the value of z when x is equals to 64. We are using this formula and we are going to substitute the value of x into this formula. Z is equals to 2 times cube root of 64. Z is equals to 2 times cube root of 64 is equals to 4. Z is equals to 2 times 4 will give us 8. So therefore, when z is equals to 8, x is equals to 64. Now, it's your turn. But before I leave, I want you to understand this question too very well. It says z varies directly as x and y. It means it varies directly as x and y. You are going to have z varies directly as x, y. This is what you have before you introduce your constant k. So after that, you are good to go. Do well to like, follow and share for more interactive lesson, and do not forget to drop your answer in the comment section and subscribe to my YouTube channel.